Damien, you always want football to put a smile on your face, and it took a long time for that game to put a smile on anybody's face here, because it was pretty dreary stuff, very repetitive. Spain in possession all the time, but not doing a whole lot with it. Russia happy to sit back. But the outcome puts a smile on our face, doesn't it? You
can call it dreary, Peter, but I still think it's beautiful in its own way. It's a way of playing, obviously Spanish, the Spain way, all possession against Russia. Like Richie said, they were so well organised, you have to hand it to them. So, you know, it was still, you know, some people call it ugly. I still think it was a beautiful watch.
But not very exciting, was it?
Yeah, but it's like a chess match, you know. Spain, listen, it is the end of an era. Like the quality you have, that you'll have a couple of lads retiring, but they have a top under-20 team coming through. But Russia done a job on them. You know, the heart they showed, which was questioned last year in the Confederations Cup. The bottle they showed in the penalties, they were so organised. And, you know, I'd like to apologise, because I've been hard on them since day one. I've done every Russian game, and I keep saying they'll get found out when they get up against quality. Well, they came up against quality today, and they've done a job on Spain.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge story in terms of what Damien just talked about. You know, a modest team playing aristocrats, really. Spain are the aristocrats of Europe at the moment, and have been for several years. And this is a team with no household names. This was courage, raw courage, and I think pride also. They're playing at home for their own people. And, you know, that's one sport, and I agree with Damien. The word beautiful is appropriate, because it's the little guy beating the aristocrat.
But that's the outcome, isn't it?
No, but it's beating them through hard work, through discipline, through chasing those red shirts for 90 minutes plus another half an hour, you know, and not losing your shape or your discipline. Tracking men. It's hard work. It's great. It's beautiful is the appropriate word.
I know, sorry, 2012, sorry to reference it again, but we've played against that outfit. Yeah, they're a bit older. And like we have a giggle about it off air. It was the longest 76 minutes of my life, and 90 for Richie. They just keep you moving and moving and moving. And that one little chink, they'll find it. And they didn't find the chink today in the Russian defence.
Well, wasn't that it, Richard, that there's extraordinary discipline required to maintain that shape and that concentration, which is the word you used for, we say, the Spanish misdemeanours throughout this tournament, for the lack of discipline. But the Russian discipline shown to achieve that result in that way, doesn't that have to be admired?
Absolutely, and the communication that must have been going on the pitch between the whole different groups of players around, and just to be able to do that, you need to talk, you need to move, you need to almost go back to your basics, what you've learned in training, and just follow it and follow it and follow it. And they just, Spain, for me, it's nice to watch, and I understand Damien's point of view about it being like a chess game and this. You have to have a plan B. You have to be able to do something else, and Spain just continue to do the same thing. And Russia got so comfortable in the end that it was just second nature to them, because they'd been doing it for 50 minutes, 60 minutes, 70 minutes. Nothing ever changed for them, so they knew once they got back in, if they were in their shape, they weren't getting beaten.
Yeah, and we can only speculate, I don't know whether we have time for it now, as to what might have happened had the manager not changed.